Hey folks, so this video is a little different from other ones we've posted on the channel in that it's a bit more of an archive video for us as a family to document something that was on our farm when we got here and a day of work in the spring. Shot this video months ago. It's been sitting and haven't put it together, edited, uploaded. So I finally wanted to do that and get it uploaded. So may not be the most exciting or interesting thing, not a how-to video, but just a document of a day working with the boys. It was a lot of fun for me. It was a good day working with them. It was really productive. We got a lot done. But it was removing this old building structure that was right behind, would have been right behind me when we bought the property. And it was really dilapidated, in bad shape. Frankly, it was unsafe. I wasn't sure that with the kids out here at any point, this thing was gonna come down on them. So I wanted to get rid of it, and we just shot video during the day documenting the process. So there's a lot of time lapse. There's a chunk of it where we walk around and talk about, look at the inside of the building and some of the things that were there, some of the very unsafe things that were there, and then just a wrap up at the end of the day. So if you like this sort of thing, keep watching. To everybody else, thanks for subscribing and watching the videos, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks, and God bless. All right, today's project, hopefully we'll get it done before the end of the day, is to make this what we've been calling a goat barn. I'm not sure why. I guess there were goats in it, but it's an old barn that was here on the property when we bought it. And the cool thing is that all the siding on the barn is made out of inch and a quarter white oak. So we're going to save all that, and let's get started. Ready? You guess so? You don't seem, it's early. They're not super excited, but we're gonna get at this.
It's a mystery to me. We have agreed with which we have agreed.
Okay, I figured before we completely tear this down, just for memory's sake, we should shoot a little video, do a tour of the goat barn before we take it down. So this is it. When we showed up, it was completely grown over with poison ivy and honeysuckle and all kinds of other vines and weeds. You really couldn't see it. I mean, it was completely covered and grown up. So anyway, come on in. So this is and again, I'm not sure why they call it, or I think the previous owner was the one that put the term goat barn in my head, but you can see of it, it's mostly made with pine or cedar beams up here on the top, but all of these sides, this is solid white oak, and thankfully it's in great shape. But you can see at some point they ran power out here, so really sketchy. This stuff here, look around, right around the corner, is high voltage 60 amp service just coming out of the ground up straight up into this thing. And basically they put this piece of metal, I guess, I'm not sure what for, maybe that serves some other purpose, but since it's around the wire, I assumed it was to protect from hitting that, but really dangerous. And so much so they actually had a 220 receptacle out here, and considering there is a drain pipe over here and this pipe, I'm assuming at some point there was a washer and dryer in this building, because that's what it looks like. Looks like a gray water dump coming off of this. But yeah, very sketchy and dangerous rural application of electronics out in a barn. So this is, I'm not sure, there's a pass through here.
A little feeding trough over there.
Yeah, feeding trough. And so maybe this was a milking stall. Had this shelf here, feed trough over in the corner. We've thrown a few things in it. Go around this way. So these gates are missing, and then there were some stalls. The boys already started tearing boards off down here at this end, but you can see in the wind, we had a really bad windstorm a couple of weeks ago. A storm came through, but a lot of really heavy wind already started to rip this roof off. It was kind of flying around, kind of dangerous. And this is the backside of the barn. So this mimosa or silk tree has grown up. This is pretty massive. So considering how big this is, I mean, these grow pretty fast, but I'm guessing this is at least a 25 or 30-year-old tree. So, and it's holding up the roof on this side of it. And then at some point over here, this part of it just collapsed. So it went on down to that post down there at the corner, and the whole thing just collapsed down. So pretty much an eyesore. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of it, recycle and reclaim all of these oak boards, and perhaps use the rest of it for firewood or other posts. So that's it before we tear it down completely.
You think you have to want more than you need. Until you have it all, you won't be free. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. When you want more than you have, you think you need. And when you think more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. I think I need to find a bigger place. 'Cause when you have more than you think, you need more space. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me.
Okay, well, end of workday 1 on the goat barn, and we almost got all of it down. All of the oak siding is up, some of the oak floor is up. We got pieces as big as 13 inches wide and 13 inches wide, about 1.25 inches thick, and about 8 foot long. And then there are 16-inch long decking boards that are probably at least 1 inch thick and 6-7 inches wide. 16-foot white oak boards. So that's pretty exciting. Probably get this done hopefully tomorrow. So this was just day 1 of goat barn raising. All right, what did we find?
We found a dart.
A dart.
We bought a knife. In an old Coke bottle. A magic 8 ball. Still works.
This is, yeah, a can of Isodets antibacterial throat lozenges, 10 of them, but can't get it open. I have a feeling there's screws or something in here. It'd be kind of neat to see what was in there. And an old horse brush. So we also figured out that last section that's still standing down there, that was probably the original barn, or what was originally on the property, because the roofing on that section is much older and it's got crimped, rolled and crimped edges, unlike the stuff over here, which was just 5V. So I think that was a much older section of the barn, and then they added the part on, which makes sense because the dividers and everything over there is they used trees, posts in between. So really the whole thing was made off of the property probably from pine trees that they cut down. There weren't really, and then maybe they came back later and added the boards onto the sides or something. But that's it. End of day one. We'll come back tomorrow. Let's go inside, get cleaned up. All right. Good night. God bless.
Bye.